What's up there, YouTube? Left Cheek, aka Dustin.
Right Cheek, aka Kevin.
And today, I'm going to talk to you guys about something. I think we got some stuff going on when it comes to the algorithm, stuff like that. I really feel like it's you guys plus us. And then we got YouTube. It always feels like, me versus you. Two. And apparently Tom Macdonald feels the same way also.
I can't believe I just joined in that bullshit.
I'm glad. Yeah, you're finally getting in
Whatever.
there.
Whatever. Oh my god. I regret that whole decision.
Why?
Oh
It's rubbing off on you.
Oh my god. Ugh.
So we haven't been out of the loop. We've had some family things going on, and work has been kicking our rears. It's been hot. And we work outside.
Yeah.
So when we get to do this, we get to enjoy the luxuries of them, enjoy them bills. That AC, the internet, the lights, the camera. Let's see what Tom Macdonald's on about.
I'm the one that you hate for making America great. And I'm the one who's trying to build back better. We ain't the same. Yeah, you're right. There's a difference. Y'all are woke and we're awake. What a joke. Does white privilege have something to say? Your president drove the country into the ground. The crime rate is through the roof. There ain't no jobs to be found. Inflation going up. My kids need food in their mouths. You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up. Your president...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When I saw red and blue, I kind of thought it was going to be
I was hoping it
political.
wasn't. I was hoping it wasn't because he just, in the first 23 seconds, just said exactly what
Everybody says.
Yeah, what even what me and you feel like that nobody wants to admit to. You know what I mean? Because everyone's wrong and everyone's right at the same time. It just depends on which, it just depends on which view, you're looking at through. You know what I mean?
But see, one thing I think most people don't pay attention to, if you look at the microscope, it usually has two lenses. Why are you closing your left eye?
Right. Right.
Why are y'all closing your right eye? Open up both of your damn eyes. Because saying that, I'm going to say this, and if you guys understand afterwards, that for anybody that wants to say, oh, well, you're president, if you live in the United States, it's our president. The only downside is the one that we got is not the one that somebody else might have voted for.
Right.
In my personal opinion, I believe B and T are both part of the DA. Pretty sure y'all know what that stands for. Dumbasses. Now, the sad part is because of the selections that we get, and because third parties aren't allowed to get large donations, a third-party presidential candidate is not able to fund themselves because we got DNA that has hundreds of millions of dollars pouring in to keep the damn fuck nuggets in the office. How about if nobody voted at all? Guess what?
They would
still pick someone to be in there. Whenever you guys get tired of watching Jeff Dunham, a.k.a. the U.S. government, with a hand up their puppet's ass, you will realize all that shit that the president says, oh, if you select me, I'm going to make toilet paper free. He can't do nothing without everybody else signing off on it.
What the fuck did you just say? What did you just say? You can believe that. Wait, what?
If you guys elect me, I'm going to make all the toilet paper free. So we can actually be able to handle the shit that we're going to have to deal with. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, damn, it's this left versus right shit.
It's stupid.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Because none of them give a shit about us.
Nope. either
Both.
side, and either side, no matter who wins, is screwed. No matter what, how you see it.
Right? Because whether we get this dumbass or we get
The other dumbass.
the other dumbass. I mean, the only thing we really get to see in full fruition, do you know the best way to keep your vegetables fresh? Air conditioning and life support. So go ahead and re-elect Biden. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I know, hopefully I'll get to make that age.
Listen, man, we're not gonna get into this.
No.
We're not gonna get into this like this. Like,
Look.
this is just. But he's already said enough in like the first 23 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so let's just
play it.
Yeah, let's just play it.
Oh, man.
The food in their mouths. You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up, your president a racist, homophobic, tried to overthrow democracy and everybody knows it. He will never make America great again like the slogan. He a white supremacist, just like all of you who voted. That is not facts. All you woke morons do is talk trash. Drag queens in classrooms hate anyone who's not black. You're pro-white, you know that's what the Klan members are, right? You're anti-LGBTQ, then why they always on your mind? Bro, you're a boy, you're a girl, stop playing.
Look, I'm going to shut up, but I got to say something. All this stuff about, like what he just said, LGBTQ, XYZ, QBRAS, whatever, why are they always on your mind? Every damn time you pull up YouTube, even though we've never looked it up, and we see the shorts, what do we see? Every time a kid turns on a Disney movie, what do we see? I mean, come on, bro. They're literally complaining about there aren't enough LGBT fucking members in cartoons. Cartoons. If cartoons are fake, then so is that vagina that you're carrying around. Because I guarantee you, there's an Oscar Mayer in between it. And if you don't want to get it chopped off, you're still a dude. Just saying. And I ain't cutting it out.
My baloney has a first name.
But like, why is it always on your mind? Bro, you and me grew up in the same damn era. We never cared about, anal orifice surfers. We never cared about Jello pudding. We never cared about running with scissors or scissoring with the runs. We only cared about that stuff, and everybody that doesn't like it only cared about it and makes it seem like they are phobic because they're like, hey, I don't want to see it everywhere I go. I don't want to see it every time I turn on TV. I don't want to see it every time I look at TikTok. I don't want to see it every time I look at YouTube or YouTube Shorts. I don't want to go to my kid's school and see it reading to the kids. Like, let my kids make their decision. I'm going to shut up. That's why they say something about it. I got best friends that prefer the same.
Brad's only been 34 seconds.
Yes. I got friends that have the same preference in their own orientation. And I love them to death. I have partied with them. I've hung out with them. Mm-hmm. I've stayed at their house. I've stayed overnight. And they never, ever try to mess with me. None of that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to eat. So even if you try to force this food down my throat, I'm just going to choke and die. So he doesn't care. He doesn't care. I don't care. He doesn't care. Tom, we don't care.
Trash, drag queens in classrooms hate anyone who's not black. You're pro-white, you know that's what the Klan members are, right? You're anti-LGBTQ, then why they always on your mind? Bro, you're a boy, you're a girl, stop playing stupid. You screwing up the youth and all the children are our future. You don't care about the kids, look at all the school shootings. You're pro-gun, it's your fault, stop making those excuses. You think anyone who don't agree with you is just a bigot. You're a fascist, you're a Nazi. You just mad because you triggered. You're just jealous of the left because we're progressive and we're winning. Now I'm tripping that you won the election because you rigged it. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming. My president draining the the swamp, we building walls. Your president opened the border for one and all. Now there's murderers and criminals evading the law. Walking right into America, our safety is gone. Well, my president ended pandemic, saved the economy, and introduced legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly.
Okay, so at the end of it all, Tom's message all the time whenever he does like a political song is
we're being divided.
His message is don't let them divide us. Like, what are you doing? But nobody ever listens. Everyone always picks a side. Whether you wanna like to admit it or not, everyone always picks a side unless you're on the side of no dumbassery, right? Like, we know there's a bunch of dumbassery going on from both ends, right? So we're like the very few that actually see it, you know. And I'm not talking about just me, because I know that there's more people out there that don't believe in dumbassery and they're like basically on their own. You know, that's his message is more like, why don't we just work together instead of being separated by red or blue? You know what I mean?
Because the way they act, and I'm going to say they, because I'm talking about the unrealistic folk. The way that they act is if, because I don't want to see it on my TV, my, social media 24/7. The reality is, if I'm on a family trip and I seen some dude with a voluptuous beard and fire engine red lipstick on, a bikini top with something fake sitting on top of it, and the meat factory hanging out the side of the bottom, and he was falling off of a cliff, I would still grab his hand and help him up. Because the reality is, it's a human. It doesn't matter. And what would be nice is if he could accept the reality and say, "Oh, nah, I'm not like a non-binary serial killer, like they/them. And I just like to dress like this." What are you laughing at? What the fuck, bro? Like, but the reality is I just got why you're laughing. But anyways, the reality is God dang it, bro.
This dude's spitting bars. He said a serial killer, they/them.
All right, but like the reality is what he's trying to say is it doesn't matter. The reality is we are people. I don't care if there's something you want to be. I mean, hell, when I grew up,
well, it's not even about that.
I want to be a race car driver.
Nah, but it's past that. Listen, it's past that, right?
But a lot of the division, it used to be because of the cops, and now it's because of LGBT stuff.
But what I'm getting at, though, is it's past that, too. It's more than just that. It's the fact that, like, each side wants to be right, but nobody wants to admit that they're wrong, either.
But we can't.
You see what I'm saying? Right. And that's what his message is always, like, it's always been. Like, dude, we're all wrong, we're all right, but we have to work together because it's literally us versus the government. And that's they're able to keep dividing people however they see fit. Like, easily too, on top of that. Like, that's the frustrating part. It's like, imagine you being the only one to see the true self of, like, of someone, but then everybody else is enchanted with what they look like. But you yourself know what it is. Like, how frustrating would it be to explain to someone, like, hey, nah, this is what they look like in real life, and they're like, well, I don't see that. Huh? I don't see that. You're wrong. You're crazy.
And that's when you need to sit back and be like, here, bro, put these on so you see what the fuck you looking at.
But that's the thing, though, that nobody wants to run that chance of putting on those glasses and going, whoa, you were right. Oh no, now their whole world has been turned upside down. Some people would just rather live, with a not knowing than knowing.
It's like they live in a kaleidoscope.
You know what I mean? Like, they would rather live not knowing ever.
It just
You know?
sucks.
And it does suck. It sucks for the person that knows that accepts and knows the truth. Like, it sucks for that person. You know what I mean? Like, to actually be able to like see the truth and think critically enough to notice the flaws on either side, and like then be stuck in this place where nobody believes you because you can argue for either side and then they're just going to look at you like you're crazy. Then that's when they join up to fight against you because you're destroying their worlds.
Yeah, but see, the crazier part about that on the outside of the whole, I almost said it again, the whole LGBT stuff and things of that nature. Go to another country and try to get into their border. Like, since Americans are animals, and since Americas are, you know, whatever people want to call them, because they want their country to be safe and they want their country to be, they want things to get in right. You don't go to a job and throw a riot because you can't get into a job. You apply in hopes that they see your worth and what you can bring to the table. So in that same sense, as far as what he said about the border, because I feel like that's another big issue, is that a lot of people can't wrap their heads around. The border needs to be secured. The border needs to be shut down. The border needs to be redone, and the border does need to have a process. Like, I grew up, and I've got friends that are from overseas and Hispanic, Asian descent, you know, things like that. And these are people that literally, you know, they literally pay thousands of dollars to get their citizenship, and then they had to recite the national anthem and stuff like that. I know,
because I have a Mexican uncle. I got a Mexican uncle, and he went through the whole process. He and his brother came here on work visas. This is like back in the day.
I know.
They came on work visas, right? And they would just keep applying and reapplying because they were both working on getting their citizenship, right? The right way.
Yeah.
Right? However, his brother wasn't able to upkeep because it was costing him too much.
Yep.
So he ended up just going back. He's like, I can't afford it right now, right? So then my uncle, who's married to my aunt, you know, they got married like the right way, not for papers or nothing. Yeah. They just met, you know, and as he's working to getting his, you know, his citizenship, he had to study.
I know.
He had to keep paying for his visa so that he could keep staying. And like, it was like a constant battle for him to like make sure that his visa was up to date so that by the time one, you know, the previous one would expire, he already had, so there was never a lapse. You know what I mean?
But see, the thing is, you're talking about
but he spent money.
Yeah, but like nowadays, the way they want the border ran is let everybody in. Yeah. But then why are our taxes going up?
Right.
Because who's paying for the healthcare? Who's paying for the community college entrances? Who's paying for the free college entrance?
I get it.
Like,
I get what you're saying.
Then our taxes,
I get what you're saying,
should be used for us,
right? Like the decent people, like I said, my uncle, who have earned the right to be here.
My wife's family,
you know what I mean? Who have earned the right to be here. Like, those are the people that we want to keep. You know, then you got those that just want to come in, you know, and
make the money
and dip, right?
Or make money and send it all over the place.
Right. But like I was saying, you know, like, for example, like my uncle, like he spent a lot of money. Mm-hmm. He was actually spending, I think he was spending more money trying to stay here than money he was making while living here.
Yeah. And that's very true.
Because it costed him a lot. And especially after they got married. When they got married, it got even worse. You know, because now it comes into play, well, oh, you're only marrying for papers. No, now you have to prove that you're not marrying for papers. And those meetings, they cost money. Mm-hmm. You know, all that stuff just costs money. They got 2 kids together, and all that. Like they're just
living.
Married. Yeah, I mean, he's got a citizenship now, but
yeah, because
still, it was one of those where he did it the right way, and then his brother just couldn't afford it anymore.
Yeah, and I can see that.
And I'm talking like this dude worked, he would work 3 jobs for the most part. 3 of like horrible jobs just to keep up with the money he was spending trying to stay here, you know. And his brother just couldn't, you know.
I know. I've seen it. I mean, hell, where I grew up at, like everybody was trying to get their shit.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, like the border like needs to be there for reasons, you know. It is what it is. I mean, we're not the only country with borders. It's just we're the country with the most controversial border
and the most unrealistic.
I mean,
the most unrealistic wants.
Like Canada has a border against us. They don't really have, like, they have a border against, you know, on their side, right, for other countries coming in, because they don't make it easy for other countries to come into Canada, right? They don't make it that easy. But for us to like go to Canada, like, yeah, you can, you know, depending on where you're at, but once you go like further in, I hear it's, you know, not that easy. But
that's what I've heard.
It is what it is. I would like to go to Canada.
Hey guys, we know this is a 3-minute 45-second song.
I know.
It's Tom.
I know. It's always Tom. But let's go.
President ended pandemic, saved the economy, and introduced legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly. You obviously pro-life. A woman's choice is your right. I feel like abortion is important and you don't like. You're treating it like birth control. You're treating them like your wife. I said that all lives matter and I also meant unborn life. You're so clever. Go ahead, make your little memes while we're bringing home the soldiers who were in the Middle East. Okay, you brought the soldiers home, but then you burnt the flag and took a knee and left the men who fought for all our freedom homeless on the street. Build back better, there'll be violence and riots until you Bible thumpers learn to fall in line and trust the science. We ain't ever backing down from all you pedos and tyrants. The right is fighting the system, the left designed to divide us. And that is clown talk. All you got is mean tweets. It's free speech. Call the cops. Dog, you defunded the police. This country will be better off without all you freaks. This is America, homie. If you don't like it, you can leave. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming. No president will ever give a damn about the truth. It don't matter who's the winner, cause the people always lose. No president will ever break the system from inside. It's a deep state plan dividing us into sides. It don't matter if you're left, right, black, white, red, blue, conservative or liberal, rich, poor, me, you, Republican or Democrat, old, young, mean, cool. They promise us our freedom, but then all we get is free doom. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, and they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming.
I really don't think I have anything to say after this because I've said too much. I don't think I've ever said that. But
Well,
what
I have one thing to say.
What's that?
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Oh, well, look at this inventive guy over here.
And we'll see y'all next time.
We hope y'all have a good night, good day, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, whatever time of it you're doing that you're watching this. But just to make sure, even when you're breaking that TP that you paid for, that toilet paper, you're wiping and it costs money.